BTS, Queen Anne was singled up on 106, just about to let go.
Queen Anne, BTS, that's all copied, thank you. Question, are you up the swinging ground or backing down to the middle area?
No, we're port side 2.
Port side 2, yeah. We'll receive, thank you. Galicia, BTS, good afternoon. Galicia, BTS, that's all received, thank you. I've got no outbound traffic to affect you at this time.
Ahoy, shipmates! Well, it's a little bit cooler today, I must say. Not seeing temperatures this low in my cabin. My cabin is only 28 centigrade. That's a great start for the broadcast. Currently, the weather is a gentle breeze, although I did notice it's quite humid. Yes, 75% humidity, 23.1. Yeah, you can feel there's quite a bit of humidity out there. Visibility, 26 nautical miles. So it's a little bit, I'm not sure it's hazy. I'm not sure if that's still smoke coming from the New Forest. No, I don't think either the winds from the south. It won't be, will it? It's just a little bit hazy out there. But yeah, it definitely feels a bit muggy. A bit close. As people might say. So currently watching this container ship, the the MSC Arvia, and that looks to be fully loaded, doesn't it? I mean, you often see container ships coming to port, but I don't think there's many more spaces left for containers on that one. Absolutely stonkingly full. Soon as she is past the Queen Anne will depart. He's just at just out of our view at the other end. There you go. You can see there's the Queen Anne and there's the container ship passing by. I think we had some horns right at the beginning. I believe that was the muster station alarm from Arvia. I think it was blowing in that direction. See, she's got 3 tugs bringing her in. So we have 3 departures today. Liberty of the Seas. No, hang on, that's the wrong order. Infographic is wrong. The first away is actually the Queen Anne. Oh, I don't know, how did that happen then? First away is the Queen Anne. Then at 4 o'clock, she's on the radio. She says she's ready to go soon. And then the Liberty of the Seas and Arvia at 5 o'clock. Ahoy there, shipmates in the chat. Who we got in the chat? Ahoy there, Georgina Stevenson. Ahoy there, Annette. Ahoy there, Tomboys. Oh, it says Tomboy says it'll be nice to see Explorer 3 tomorrow. Explorer 3 is a brand new ship coming into port tomorrow. She's due to arrive at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm hoping to live stream her in the morning. Also, what am I also thinking? Oh, yes, also shipmate Daniel's Life, who may well be driving the Spitzer Bargate there. That's the tug at the front. I did ask him if there was going to be a water salute, and he said if time allows, they will be giving a water salute. I'll make Drona as well. What's the weather like for Monday? I actually have to check the forecast now because it's not like it used to be. Every day was a sunny, hot day, but now we've got some clouds and things. Monday morning will be quite warm, 18, 20, and no rain. I see for the rest of this week here in port, we're forecasting rain for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Crikey. Haven't seen rain in ages. It'll be quite exciting. Yes, so I shall probably live stream the arrival of Explorer 3 tomorrow. Ahoy there, shipmate Annette. Ahoy there, Deborah Speller. Ahoy there, Nicholas Saw. Ahoy there, Ruby Roo. Ahoy there, Caroline Andy. Ahoy there, Carol Finnis. Ahoy there, Tizzy C. Ahoy there, Blue Marble. Shipmate Carol Finnis says, good to see the channel so popular with all the work the captain and crew do. Thank you all. Yes, excellent. Thank you, shipmate. Yes, it's all part of the crew. They do it. The Blue Sparrows do it. A sterling job. Ahoy there, Paula Jones. That reminds me, I must get excellent Spanner Kerris to set up a live stream. Set up a guess the number of shipmates for next Saturday. Ahoy there, Lulu. And ahoy there, Christine McCutcheon. There's quite a lot in the chat today. Ahoy there, Raymond Morris. I think I've got everyone. Ahoy there, Susan Stutkin. And I think I've got everyone. Sometimes the chat does jump. Ahoy there, Andrew. Like I say, it's a very full container ship, this one. Often, the container ships come in full, but every single stack seems to be right to the top. I can only see a few spaces. I'm not even sure if they can see where they're going out the front of that. It's so stacked so high. Maybe they don't need to see where they're going. Right, Queen Anne is definitely on the move, so let's scooch the camera across and see if we can see her. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Oh, yes we can. Queen Anne is off on a 15-day cruise to Spain. Calling in at Lisbon in Portugal, Palma de Mallorca in the Spanish Balearic Islands, Barcelona, Cartagena in Spain, Malaga in Spain, Cadiz in Spain, and then back to the port of Southampton. So a sunny cruise there indeed, I suspect. I haven't had any passenger or crew numbers yet. So I'm guessing probably somewhere in the region of around about 3,000 passengers would be my guess. Hello there, shipmate Michael White from Bangkok. We've been having Bangkok-like weather here. It's the humidity I'm not particularly fond of, and it's very humid today. Ahoy there, Laura. Oh, and ahoy there, Kenny. And ahoy there, Big Gaz.
VTS, Red Jet 6 shortly away from Town Quay, please.
Red Jet 6 VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Queen Anne, just past 105 now, outward bound.
Copied, thank you.
I think there's a good chance that Queen Anne may well give us some honks. I think she's a pretty good honker, and she'll probably honk at Arvia. I speak, I hear honks. Let me put the outside microphone on for you. I think she often likes to communicate with Arvia, both ultimately owned by. Excellent bit of honking there. Oh, quite a lot of shipmates out on their balconies. Of course, lots of white robes again. We might have to have, I guess, how many white robes on a Cunard ship competition at some point. Yes, Queen Anne has a very distinctive, like, two-tone parp. Starts off with one parp, and then the second parp comes in. It's very, very distinctive. I certainly recognise it when I hear the ships honking. Good stuff from Queen Anne. Maybe she'll give us a few more honks when she's passing by Arvia. I did have a word with Chris from VTS, and he's promised me he's going to pass on all your complaints from lack of hornies from Disney. So perhaps Disney will listen and honk a bit more rather than the occasional once. They didn't even do that last time.
Clear in the ocean down.
Coal methane VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Queen Anne is just approaching pier head, outward bound.
Sounds like the Coral Methane. She's the bunkering vessel for Arvia, Iona. And someone said in the chat that she's going to be bunkering the Explorer 3 tomorrow as well. Which is why she's not heading off too far. She's just going around the corner. So there is some of these big dark things in the sky which I haven't seen for a very long time. Not sure what they are. Let's see if I can get AI to identify them. Might be what you call clouds. I haven't seen those for a long time. Like the muster alarm on Arvia again. Oh, flags that I can see.
Split 2 VTS.
Anybody? Any flags anywhere?
Split 2 VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
I'm imagining it's going to be quite a full ship.
All received.
Somewhere in the region of, I think, about 3,000
VTS,
passengers.
Queen Anne, pier head.
Queen Anne VTS, all copied, thank you. UKDC line still working south of Dockhead. I've got the Red Eagle at Dockhead, inward bound.
Yep.
Yeah, plenty of... Oh, I can see someone waving. We see you waving, shipmate. Somebody waving down there on one of the lower decks near the lifeboats. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit.
VTS, Queen Anne, I've got the numbers.
Oh, yes, please.
Queen Anne VTS, that's copied and good to go.
Passengers 2953, crew 1219.
Queen Anne VTS, that's all received and confirmed. Passengers 2953, crew 1219 plus yourself.
Yep.
Excellent. Passenger and crew numbers for Queen Anne. And as I suspected, round about 3,000 passengers. And complement of 1219 crew, which is
methane, Arvia, 12.
which is more or less a full complement of crew. Excellent. All the ships, like I said, this time of year are really busy.
Yes, just to inform you, we have crews standing by 4.5 stations for yourselves whenever you're ready to let go.
Yeah, that's all received. Line the connections just come back on board and the crew again the stations now.
Yes, just let us know your lines.
Shipmate Ginger Cole is under the funnel waving. Okay, we'll zoom in. We'll get a better view because even though it's not sunny, it is quite bright facing that way. Just a second when you come past the ferry terminal, we'll have a look up by the funnel, see if we can see you waving.
Coral methane.
Call methane VTS. Call methane VTS, all copied and traffic cleared to the cruise 1619 over.
Received, thank you.
Coral Methane's finished her bunkering. Somebody said that she's going to be bunkering Explorer 3 tomorrow, and she's only just going around the corner to 4041 berth. I think they could well be right. I think our shipmate Ginger Cole is up here by the chimney somewhere. Maybe that's them. There. Queen Anne appears to be going quite fast. If you're up there, shipmate, I can't see you. Or if you are, you're not waving. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can see it now. Excellent. Good bit of waving there. Highly silhouetted against the white of the funnel there. Very good. Excellent. Oh, more horns as well. The outside microphone. Might get Arvia responding this time, I suspect. A bit of haulage today. How different some of these days are. Some days we've got endless amounts of brilliant haulage, and other times nothing at all. I don't understand. Don't understand it myself. Shipmate Elizabeth G says plenty of horns today. Yes, indeed. So we've got 2 more departures today. The Arvia, so she'll give us a couple of honks when she leaves. And the Liberty of the Sea, she's always good for an extra couple of honks as well. Which way is she facing, in fact? Let's have a quick look on the map. She is facing... Ah, yes, she's facing the wrong way, so she'll reverse down to the middle swing ground and spin around there. And she always does. When she's finished swinging, she always gives us a couple of honks on a horn. And I'd have to say that Liberty of the Sea is probably the loudest horn. It's certainly got a very loud, distinctive tone. Some of them are more deep and bellowy, but Liberty's a real sort of punchy, horny tone. I don't know how you describe horns, but very distinctive, Liberty, and loud. You can really hear it. It rattles the windows and the portholes. Well, the shipmate Jack Vaughan, welcome aboard, shipmates. We are watching the departure of the Queen Anne. She's off on a 15-day cruise, is it? A 15-day cruise to Spain and the Balearics, calling at Lisbon in Portugal, Palma de Mallorca in the Balearic Islands, Barcelona in Spain, Cartagena in Spain, Malaga in Spain, Cadiz in Spain, and then back to the marvellous port of Southampton. And she's departing with about 3,000 passengers on board and about 1,220 odd crew. So it's a very full ship. If you're interested in a cruise on Queen Anne, I know we've got quite a few shipmates that enjoy cruising on the Cunards. Here's some sample pricing for later in this year, 20th September, so just after boat show. In fact, if you come down that point, you better go to the boat show and then go on Queen Anne afterwards. And this one is for 19 nights and goes all the way over to Greece, so Mediterranean and Greece. That calls in at Cadiz, 3 days at Spain and 3 days at sea, Santorini, Mykonos, Piraeus for Athens, and Heraklion in Crete, Katakolon in Greece, another day at sea, Cagliari in the Italian island of Sardinia, day at sea, Gibraltar, and back to Southampton. Some good destinations there. That starts from 2,329 per person, or 6,600 for the Princess Suite. With that sort of price, I hope you would feel like a princess. Shipmate James Dawson says, has anyone got any advice on getting a mouse into a box the cat has brought in? Can you not get the cat to take the mouse out? It's not a two-way thing. It's not a reciprocal agreement. Well, the shipmate Sharon Shepherd. She's ordered some T-shirts. Excellent. Ordered some Solent Ships T-shirts. I noticed the Eleanor Tugby shirts were quite popular. Yeah, I think I need to change the way the ship store works. I've had some people say it's a bit slow on the shipping. Now I'll have to see what other stores are available. And what else have we got on Queen Anne? What else has Paul from Solent Ships Voyage sent over? This one is for November this year. Up to the fjords. We are with Michel Roux. Michel Roux of Le Gavroche fame. Very famous chef. That's a depart Southampton. 2 days at sea. Ålesund in Norway. A day at sea. Tromsø overnight. Narvik overnight. A day at sea. Stavanger. And a day at sea back to Port Southampton. I don't know if that's the right time of year to see the Northern Lights or not. I'm not sure. Not sure it is. Maybe it is. Need our shipmates at Hans-Olof Mork. He'll be able to tell us that. He's from Bergen. Well, the shipmate Michael says he's on Queen Anne on the 20th September. Third time. Third time? Wow. You are a seasoned cruise then. Let's see if I can operate these cameras properly. No. Realised I haven't turned on the controller for the other cameras. Oops. That's a bit of a fallacy there. A bit of a problem for the captain. Come on, captain. Get your act together. Come on. Remember the password. So that's good. There we go. All working.
Challenge 3 BTS, that's all received. Thank you.
Thank you, standing by.
And in case you're wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the Port of Southampton. And if you've got 30 minutes for the Captain's Banner Bingo, well done. You are indeed the winner. cruise for next year on Queen Anne. That's May 27.
VTS, Queen Anne, Western Shelf.
There she is. Yeah, she is at the Western Shelf.
Queen Anne BTS, all copy, thank you.
It's looking lovely and calm out there on Southampton water. I was out about earlier.
Red Osprey, go.
Red Osprey BTS, that's all received, thank you.
I was out about earlier, and it felt quite cool compared to previous weeks, but also quite humid. And sort of almost like it could be impending rain. I know, crazy thoughts, eh? Rain.
Glicia BTS, all received, thank you.
Someone's going to... I'll put up shipmate James Dawson's YouTube channel. He needs a few more subscribers, then he can live stream from Queen Mary when he goes. Queen Mary in October, I think it is. I'll just put it up there. I'll put it in there. If there's any shipmates that will... I think he only needs a few more, so there are some shipmates that could subscribe. Oh, God, why won't it copy and paste? Oh, come on. There we go. Sometimes computers. No, computers are good. Let's not say a bad word about computers. Can hear. Yeah, so please subscribe. So, I can't remember which ship. Which ship you on, James Dawson? I don't remember which ship you're on. October. I remember it's October, isn't it? There we go. I put James Dawson's channel there, so if there are any shipmates who could just subscribe. He says it's all about shipping, and he doesn't post too much, so he's not going to spam you with loads of nonsense. He's really into his history, shipmate James.
Red Falcon VTS, that's all received, thank you. The Queen Anne approaching Deansdale Bow outward bound.
I can't remember which ship James Dawson's on. He's always on a Cunard ship. I don't think, if you ask me, James Dawson doesn't even know that other ships exist. He's on Queen Mary 2. Excellent. On October 18th. Brilliant. Yes, and he's going to live stream from on board. But if you go into live stream, the easiest way for me to intercept live streaming is via YouTube, sort of thing. But you need 50 subscribers on board to get it to work. Listen, if you can live stream if you don't do it on your mobile device, but if you do it from a mobile device, you need 50 subscribers. There are other ways of doing it, but it means other people have to install software and things on mobile phones, whereas YouTube is fairly safe and reasonably reliable. Shipmate Laura, she's subscribed. Excellent, thank you, shipmate. It is now 29 in the captain's cabin. It is actually warming up, and it's quite humid. And then also James Dawson's going to use it for the Four Queens. Excellent, yes, in May 28th, the ship's TV. Yes, Four Queens. Hopefully shipmate James Dawson's got that backup plan for me for a location for streaming from. Shipmate Florida Pete says, looks like he's at 54 now. Oh, excellent. Oh, good. Oh, thank you all for subscribing, shipmates. That'd be brilliant. Yes, James is going to be at the Four Queens event at Liverpool, which I'm also going to be at as well. But unfortunately, I didn't get on board a ship. Now I have to broadcast from land. I'm hoping James Dawson can sort me out a location. Yep, so here's another cruise pricing. This is for May of next year. 18 nights. Where does this one go to? Italy, Spain and Portugal. That calls in at Lisbon, Alicante in Spain, Barcelona in Spain, Civita in Rome, Napoli, Messina in the Italian island of Sicily. Don't see too many stops in Sicily. I'm not sure how big the port is. It might be a tender port. Day at sea, Cagliari in the Italian island of Sardinia. Another day at sea, Malaga in Spain. You can pop down to Portimonense and look at all the super yachts down there. Cadiz in Spain, and then a couple of days at sea back to the port of Southampton. That starts at $17.99 for an inside, or £2,500 for a non-obstinate balcony. Well, the shipmate Sharon, and she says, Queen Anne's one stunning ship. So glad she subscribed to this channel. This channel gave up Colombo today. Cruise ships beat Colombo today. Oh, good old Colombo. Not seen Colombo in many years. Have they remade Colombo? Is it a remake? I wonder. Rather interestingly, we're not getting too much sun today, so getting some. Actually, looking a bit more on this camera. There we go. Side shot here of Queen Anne carving her way down through Southampton water. The next away are the Arvia and the Liberty of the Seas. They're both due away at 5 o'clock. I'm suspecting that the Arvia will... Well, Arvia's got to reverse out and turn slightly. Liberty of the Seas has got to reverse to the middle, swing round and spin. So I suspect Arvia will depart first. There's some shipmates up there by the chimney. Let's have a look. It's a little bit far away to get much of a zoom in on here, but we can give it a go. The camera's quite steady today because there's not much of a breeze. Oh, yep, a couple of shipmates standing up there. You can see Queen Anne in the distance there, heading down Southampton water. It's a bit of a grey day, isn't it? A bit like yesterday. Yesterday was a grey day. You couldn't really see much difference between the water and the sky. Often we see, I can see somebody there on the front of Arvia. Or we see people walking around. The promenade deck on Arvia goes right around the bow there at the front. Can't actually get right to the front. But look at the flag on the front of Arvia. Absolutely no wind at all, is there? Nothing at all.
VTS the Arvia, good afternoon.
Oh, and the Arvia's on the radio.
Arvia BTS, very good afternoon. To you, Sean.
Yes, good afternoon to you too. I'll give you a wave. Right, port side 246, 8.8. Looking good for 1700. Have we heard from the Liberty?
No.
Arvia BTS, all copied and negative. Nothing from the Liberty as of yet.
Okay.
That sounds like Arvia definitely away earlier than. See a couple of jet skis there racing around. The water is lovely and warm. It's not actually that bad to get out there on the water. Either it's not sunny. Well, shipmate Simon Doyle, he's a Cunard lover. I think he must be nearing New York now. He's on the Queen Mary 2. Went up to Iceland to watch the eclipse. Unfortunately, it was cloudy. He didn't see anything. That's right. I didn't mean to laugh, but it did amuse me. I was stood in Mayflower Park, had a really good view of the eclipse. He was in Iceland, sent me a picture of clouds. Shipmate James Dawson's posting pictures in Discord of his marriage predicament. Well, might have to have a look. What's going on here then? Ooh. Paul from Solent Ships Voyages sent me some lovely pictures of Explorer 3. Oh, yeah, stunning. Now, thanks for that. Let's have a look. Where are these pictures? I don't know, can't see them. Oh, we're looking at a refinery, not a ship. Captain was easily distracted. See, there are a few shipmates there on the hatch down at the bow for Arvia. No one in the rear hatch. All lines are still on. We've got 20 minutes before she departs. Cutting comment there from shipmate Doug Kershaw said, "Is it port out, starboard home, so you don't have to look at Fawley Refinery?" I suppose it could be, but then you'd miss the Cowshot Lighthouse. I mean, the Cowshot Spits and the Cowshot Castle. You'd miss all that. Let's see if we can find out where this. You know, it's in there somewhere. I can't see where it is. Let's see if we've got any flags up on Arvia. We had 2 flags yesterday on the top here by the sign for Iona. No flags yet today. Still 20 minutes to go, though. No shipmate at the hatch. Pretty quiet out there on the Solent. Lines all attached at the pointy end. With a shipmate, Christine McCutcheon says 9 weeks, 4 days until I'll be on Arvia. Really, so 9 weeks, 4 days. It's probably going to be, well, that'll be somewhere in October. Might be October time. A shipmate Simon Doyle, he's on Queen Mary 2. He's in the Corinthia Lounge, just off of Sable Island on the way to New York. Oh, I thought so. I thought he was around that way. He's been all over the place. As shipmate Simon Doyle.
Simon, OBTS, good afternoon.
Says he's just seen a humpback whale. Amazing. No, we don't get any humpback whales in Mayflower Park. I have seen seals around in the area sometimes.
Some all over, yes, that's all copy, thank you. And I've got no reported outbound traffic to affect you.
We had a local seal in Southampton water some years ago, imaginatively called Sammy the Seal.
That's all copy.
Shipmate Chantel England says our son James and his girlfriend Hannah are on Arvia on their first cruise. Hopefully they'll have a fab time in the Mediterranean. Can't be cruising. We'll be on her in December for the Caribbean. Oh, Caribbean. That's very fancy. Great time of year to go to the Caribbean. You've probably forgotten what the sun looks like. It's just been 3 months of grey and rain. The reservoirs will still be empty, of course, because it'll be the wrong type of rain. Arvia, probably that's, if you've never been on a cruise ship before, I would say Arvia is probably a fairly good choice. It's a good price, not too expensive, and plenty to do on board, plenty of restaurants. It'll be quite busy this time of year, of course. I think the other day, yesterday when Iona went out, she had 6,000... I think I want to say 6,300 passengers or something. A lot was 6,000. Yeah, there were a lot of passengers on board. Shipmate Finchon says they're boarding Queen Anne on the 18th of December for a Christmas trip. I'm looking forward to that. I think that's a great idea to get away from Christmas here. No, not having to worry about stuffing the turkey or if the supermarkets run out of sausages on pigs in blankets, that sort of thing. Shipmate Chris Buster says we may have a flag or 2 weeks on Anne. Could be interesting. Excellent. Oh, flag or 2. Oh, you spoil the captain with 2 flags. Shipmate Sharon Shepherd is asking, is the Arvia the sister ship to Iona that was in yesterday? Yes, they are. They are sister ships, the Iona and the Arvia. Very similar in design. The biggest difference between Iona and the Arvia is the Iona is designed primarily for the colder climate. She's designed to go to the fjords, and Arvia was designed for the warmer climate, heading down to the Mediterranean and Spain. And so there's a couple of tweaks inside to the restaurants. I think the biggest difference is the Arvia has an opening roof and the Iona does not. Excellent. Monty's remembered some numbers there. Yeah, 6,300 yesterday on Iona. I thought it was somewhere around that number. That is a massive amount of people on board. Hopefully it all works out and it's not too busy. I travelled on Iona and I think there was, I don't remember, I think it was like 5,600 when I went on Iona, somewhere around that. And to be honest, I couldn't really tell where the people were. I was surprised. Obviously, in the morning, the queue for the coffee in the main atrium was massive. And then people realised by day 2 and 3 there were other coffee shops around. So that sorted that one out. Quite slow to get a drink at 6, 7 o'clock in the evening before dinner, but then, you know, what do you expect? And then getting into some of the shows wasn't too bad, but there were definitely some queues. But, you know, there's a lot of people on board. I didn't feel at any point in time it was too busy. It was very good.
Did you copy Libs to the Seas? Should be swinging in the upper swinging ground, bound to port.
That's all copies, yeah, I've got that, thank you.
Liberty of the Seas going to the upper swinging ground. Interesting. Not seen that before. Normally she's always very good at swinging in the middle swinging ground.
Arvia, La Coruña, next port.
Arvia, VTS, all copy, thank you.
Yes, Arvia's off on a 15-day round trip to Spain. And one stop in France. Well, the shipmate Donna, the Lixula, she says, hi, Captain and Blue Spanner crew. Hello, shipmates. Have friends on Arvia, on Arcadia on Friday. They're going to be standing by the sign. And we're waiting something. Excellent. We should look out for that. You might have to drop me a reminder in the chat. Shipmate John Truman says, ahoy, I'm late, Grog Sunday. Grog Sunday. I think that's a tradition I may well have to start. I like the idea of Grog Sunday.
Southampton VTS, motor vessel OCL Veracruz 5 Lima November Golf 2.
WOCL, Veracruz, VTS, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. This is motor vessel OCL Veracruz. Presently, we are alongside at the SCT number 3 container terminal, and we would like to ask your permission to conduct live boat drill.
WOCL, Veracruz, VTS, that's all copied, and you are clear to proceed. Clear to proceed, just call me back. Once complete and lifeboats are back on board, over.
Copy that, well received, permission granted. We'll call you back when everything will be completed. Thank you very much.
Yes, shipmate Admiral James, who's got, or James Dawson rather here.
Yeah, VTS will discover just away from Ocean Dock with the Will Carry 250.
He's trapped a mouse, and this is like his makeshift mouse trapping equipment. So he's obviously found some spare cardboard box, a roll of tape, a chopping board, and he's trapped it under looks like a display case there. Yep, now you've trapped it. Now what are you going to do with it? That's the question. I'm not sure you've made the problem any better. I suppose you know where it is. It's not randomly running around your house. I don't know. Quidam, heading down Southampton Water. She is off. She's off on a 15-day round trip to Spain and the Balearic Islands, calling it Lisbon in Portugal, Palma de Mallorca in the Balearic Islands of Majorca, Barcelona in Spain, Cartagena in Spain, Malaga in Spain, Cadiz in Spain, then back to the port of Southampton. Yeah, Liberty of the Seas. Now, Liberty of the Seas normally gives us a good old honk when she's completed her spin. So I wonder if she'll give us a honk when she completes a spin at the upper swing ground. Or I wonder if she'll wait until she's passing Mayflower Park. That's normally where she spins. A quick look on Arvia. No activity on the lines as yet. I'll keep an eye on those. We are looking at the Queen Anne. She's the other side of Cashel Speak. You can see it's a bit grey out there, isn't it? Not quite the blue skies we've had. Well, shipmate Liam says, did anyone tell VTS that Disney needs to do more? Yes, I've spoken to Chris from VTS. Chris is on the radio. He was on the radio just a minute ago. I've spoken to Chris at VTS, and he said he's going to see what he can do. He will mention it to the pilots We'll probably pass on the message to the captain. I said there are a lot of disappointed shipmates out there who've not been hearing the horns. Hopefully there will be some corrective action to take place. Specifically honking the horns at Mayflower Park, because we get the best sound there. Ex-Inspector Karras asking why the Liberty of the Seas would travel up to 102. I think it might be the pontoons to the boat show. Yes, I think they might well be. They are. I've noticed the other day when I was down at the boat show, down at the Mayflower Park for the the eclipse, and there was they've put some more pontoons in there, and it has produced the space, and also it does create a fair bit of wash and turbulence, which maybe the boat show people won't particularly like either. Exospella Monty says it's cooler in Yorkshire. Actually quite pleasant there. Yeah, it's definitely been cooler today. It is a bit humid. It's now 28.5 in the captain's cabin. Oh, where's my camera control got? There it is, back. Yeah, there we go. Control is back. Good, good, good. Shipmate Donna, the Lancashire lass, says, she's told her friends that Disney Dream is also in port when they depart. So I'm hoping she will give them some tunes and not be so reluctant. Yeah, I'm quite right. Let's see, when's your friends? Did you say Friday on Arcadia, wasn't it? Was it Arcadia or Aurora? Arcadia. Arcadia, yeah, don't know what time Arcadia. There's only 2 ships then in that day, Arcadia and Disney Dream. Oh. Looks like lines are coming in on the bow of Arvia. There they are. Any flags up the top? No.
Liberty of the Seas, VTS, that's all copied and good to go.
Oh, Liberty of the Seas sounds like she's on the move as well. She's going to the upper swing ground. So we've got lines coming in there on Arvia. That's one now. And
Queen Anne VTS, all copied, thank you. Break Liberty of the Seas, VTS, apologies. Can you just repeat the figures again, over?
Thanks, Chris. I missed them.
Liberty of the Seas, VTS, your transmission is quite quiet and distorted. Not getting the figures.
No, neither am I. I can't hear anything. And it's not even that far away. I can hear ships out by the forts, and yet I can't hear the Liberty of the Seas, and she's almost rum throwing distance away.
VTS, the Liberty of the Seas.
Oh, that's much better.
Liberty of the Seas, VTS, loud and clear now.
That's great. Okay, guests 4546, crew 1414, plus me, and we're singled up ready to go. Can we leave?
Liberty of the Seas, VTS, that is all copied now, thank you. Guests 4546. Crew 1414 plus your good self, and traffic clearance is approved your departure at 1656, over.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. I don't know what they were doing then. I wonder if they used different radio sets or something, because sometimes, like I said, then I could hear Liberty of the Seas perfectly clearly, and even Chris was struggling. There we go. That's the lines coming in on Arvia. Liberty of the Seas is also syncing up.
BTS, Arvia, just about to break away shortly, let go shortly from 46 berth.
Arvia VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Liberty of the Seas just been given traffic clearance away, and you have traffic clearance at 1657, over.
That's great, thank you.
No, I can't see any flags yet on Iona, on Arvia. Well, the shipmate Michael Hill says the captain's just announced we are away in 5. Wonder which ship you're on. Both of them are leaving about the same time, so both of them are departing about 5 minutes. So the Independence, the Liberty of the Seas. No, I've got the wrong one. Not Independence, it's Liberty, isn't it? She's called in with her passenger and crew numbers. What does she give? She gave us a passenger total of 4,546. According to my information, that's about 130 over maximum occupancy, with 14 crew, which is about 40 more crew than you'd expect. Well, the shipmate Barbara. Well, I will send you some dates across, Barbara. I think it was somewhere in the region of about the
Southampton VTS for Eagle will be shortly away from Royal Pit, please.
somewhere around about the 5th, 6th, 7th of October, somewhere around about there, I think.
And Eagle VTS, the Arvia from 46 is singling up.
Last line coming in on the stern.
VTS Red Eagle copied the Arvia singling up on 46.
Steady sea line,
I think she's letting go rather than singling up.
VTS Red Eagle, you're quite quiet and broken. Can you say again?
Red Eagle, VTS, how now?
VTS Red Eagle, all loud and clear. Yeah.
Break, UK sea line, VTS.
A little bit quiet there.
And UKDC line, all copy, thanks.
It's that Ray, a bit quiet for Ray. Ray's normally booming loud and clear. Oh, I can see some waving going on. Suspecting that's not a flag though, looks more like a towel. Could be a t-shirt. I think it's a t-shirt. Is that an Alan Tugby t-shirt? No, I'm not sure what t-shirt is. Better be a Solent Ships t-shirt, that's what I'm saying. I'm not convinced it is a Solent Ships t-shirt.
VTS will discover that's both barges secure on the moorings. Back to the Empress, please. Copy the Arvia.
Over, VTS received.
Detect some incoming haulage. Very, very deep tone to Arvia and Iona. They both got a real deep, low tone. So Liberty of the Sea's got a much punchier tone. That's her farewell honks, shortly to be followed up with the 3 honks to let everyone know that she's reversing. Good honks there from Arvia. Such a hit and miss, isn't it, with the honks? The reversing honks. Good stuff from Arvia. Arvia and Queen Anne, they're always a bit chatty to each other. Some good honks them early. If you didn't hear that, to rewind the live stream when when Queen Anne was passing Town Quay Pier, there was a good number of honks there. Really good honking from Queen Anne.
In the dock there has broken one of his lanyards.
Arvia, VTS, that's received, sir.
But Arvia, where's Arvia off to today then? Where is she off to? Do we know where she's off to? Of course we know where she's off to. She is off to Spain and a quick stop in France. It's calling in at La Coruna in Spain, Malaga in Spain, Alicante in Spain, and then one stop in France. That's in Marseille.
See, here this evening.
Marseille for the French Riviera. Then Barcelona in Spain.
Head over to the Reds if that's okay with yourself.
Cadiz in Spain. Back to the port of Southampton.
Thank you. Break BTS Mercurius finished on the Arvia. We're going to head back to 45 once the Arvia is clear.
Mercurius, BTS received, thank you.
Oh, looks like we haven't got any flags on Arvia today. How strange, isn't it? Some days we get lots of flags, other days we get no flags.
BTS, Red Eagle.
Red Eagle, BTS.
One t-shirt waiver.
BTS, Red Eagle, for your information, I'm just going to slow down to stop here and obviously wait for the Arvia to complete a turn.
There's the
Eagle, BTS received, thank you.
Queen Anne heading around Cowshot Spit as the Arvia reverses out from the ocean terminal.
Stay north fast, 40 berth, starboard side to closing down. Thank you.
Wrong design details could happen received, thank you.
That's the bunkering vessel Coral Meat in there. She's tied up. She's just finished bunkering Arvia. They bunker them all day. It's quite a lot of fuel going on board. I know that they have enough capacity on board to last
BTS,
multiple seconds. Lots of shipmates out on the balconies. Lovely evening for a sail away. A touch humid.
Station pulling BTS.
BTS, the Ferriby, just to let you know, we're slowing right down over on the Reds at the moment. We're just by Pier Head. And we'll let the Arvia swing and proceed.
Ferriby, BTS received, thank you.
There's the Sea Lion there, mapping the bed. She's doing some surveying work. There's some extra honks as well. Shipmate Cameron de Groot's asking, does anyone know if Paul Brown has taken over command of Arvia yet? Good question. I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat can let us know. Shipmate Shepherd Book says, notice the lean on Queen Anne. Not enough to worry about. Double rum spilling over though. No, it's quite a lean, but no, you're right. I think it's still within the safety limit for any onboard cocktail. Ooh, I'll check on Liberty of the Seas while I think about it. Where's Liberty of the Seas? Oh, yeah, she's headed to the upper swing ground. Ooh, okay. What am I going to do here? I will... I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Can I see Liberty of the Seas? I need more hands in this sort of situation. Not quite. Liberty of the Seas just on the edge of the screen. She's heading to the upper swing ground where that heavily laden container ship is, with stacked to the gunnels and above the gunnels.
BTS for Jet 6, high landing, 0 speed, with caution for all the traffic.
BTS and Dr. Sanjay Kapoor, Decimal Five.
Copied, but very weak, sir.
Yeah, he's having some trouble with BTSs, with their transmissions.
Right, 6 BTS, Dr. 4 Decimal 5.
4 decimal 5, thank you.
Shipmate Coach Line says, yes, Captain Paul Brown. Yes, he is our captain today. Well, the shipmate Hans-Olof Mork from Norway. So Captain Brown apparently is the captain these days. What was I going to say? I had noticed something that I was going to mention.
Samalo BTS.
Shipmate Cameron is on Arvia 3 weeks today to Norway, calling it Skolden, Olden, Hogsund, and her maiden call to Skolden. Oh, you might get a water salute when she arrives. Yes, Arvia's been sent off to some new ports this year. So the Ion is heading down to Spain for a couple of cruises, and the Arvia is heading up to the fields for a couple of cruises. Fancy a cruise on Arvia? How about this one for May of next year? 14 nights. It's our typical Arvia itinerary. Cadiz calls in it Cadiz at Spain, Malaga in Spain, Les Seines-sur-le-Mer in France for the Provence, La Spezia in Italy, Civiccia in Italy for Rome, day at sea, Alicante in Spain, a couple more days at sea, back to the port of Southampton. How does that grab you? Update on shipmate James Dawson's mouse situation. Apparently it's happily sitting under his cabinet, cleaning its whiskers and not moving. I think you need to entice it out with some cheese or something. I don't know. That's what mice eat. They always eat cheese in cartoons, but is that actually what they eat in real life? They probably prefer chocolate or peanut butter or something these days, don't they? Is that what they put in mousetraps? Arvia firing up the old bow thruster. Getting that bow around, making a bit of bow chatter. Hans-Olof Mork says, still don't have pictures of Arvia. Well, it's your opportunity. She's heading your way. What, not today? Today, Arvia is heading to Spain.
Yes, Martina.
VTS gone quiet. And shipmate James Dawson said, yes, peanut butter they like. I thought it was something odd like that. Well, the shipmate Margaret said they had 4 maiden calls on Britannia in June. But didn't know if there were any water salutes. Ah, okay. Oh, that's a shame. Normally, if it's the first time into port, you would get a water salute, but perhaps there wasn't anyone around to do it. Shipmate Hans-Olof Mork, who is up there in Norway, says they never. I think he's saying they never have a water salute in Blom or Heliset. Yes, shipmate James Dawson, shipmate Andy W is suggesting now that you've got enough subscribers that you live stream Mousecam. Shipmate Hans-Olof Mork, is he suggesting that flam is pronounced blood? It's not even... half the letters are wrong. Oh, got one of the tugs coming by. Who's that? Who's that tug there? Looks like Svitzer Ferriby. Looks like the sun's started to peek out slightly. I can see it's got brighter out there. It hasn't got any warmer in my cabin. Still got to about 28.5 and it seems to have stopped.
Yeah, we'll discover Spartina.
Spartina, discover.
You're receiving me? I can't pick up 12.
Yeah, you're loud and clear here, mate.
Okay, cheers. Cheers, Andy. Yeah, VTS, Spartina.
BTS is having some radio difficulties.
Spartina, VTS, back, right.
Yeah, Empress 2 on board, round to 46 berths, please.
Spartina, VTS, yes, please, man. Hold it,
Yeah, I think I received that, but your translation is very, very poor, however.
Spartina, VTS, sound this one, man.
Yeah, that's better. That's loud and clear. Thank you.
The Arvia.
Shipmate James Dawson's mouse. Hiding in the corner. Trying to escape. Or not escape.
Arvia, Spartina. Yeah, I've been told already, so we'll sort that out now. Thank you.
Sea Lion, the Furby.
Araby, Sea Line.
Yeah, I take it you're going to stay where you are, as I can come past you, go into Dockhead.
Yeah, feel free, sir.
Thank you.
Liberty of the Sea, she's at the other end of the port. She's just about to complete her swing. Might have to go and trim those trees. They're just a little slightly annoyingly too tall, aren't they? Well, the shipmate Caleb Tim. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. So that's an Arvia cruise. What else have we got on Arvia? That's Caribbean Transatlantic, 22 nights in October of this year. Oh, that's when she's repositioning to the Caribbean.
VTS, ready to go. Just for your information, as soon as I've got a clear sea room, I'm going to exit the track, exit at the channel after the GIMP and transit outside the Red.
Red Eagle, VTS, receive cockpit now, full decimal.
That's all copy. Thanks, Ray.
Red Eagle, Mercurius, you happy for us to carry on in front of you to the ocean dock?
I'm curious, Red Eagle, yeah, that's all copy. You carry on and I'll come round you soon.
Many thanks.
The vessel's trying to coordinate their movements. Liberty of the Sea's swinging well at the other end. So if you fancy a Caribbean Transatlantic on Arvia, 22 nights. I think what particularly appeals to me about this is it includes flights. So you depart Southampton, get all the way over to the Caribbean and fly back. That's from 1879 inside, and that's calling at Tenerife, 6 days at sea, St. Martin, Bastia in St. Kitts and St. Nevis, Castilla in St. Lucia, Bridgetown in Barbados, overnight in fact. How about that? Fantastic. Martinique, St. Kitts, Tortola, St. Martin, and then St. John's. Then included in that price is a return flight. 2,800 for a balcony. Fantastic. Or, if you don't want to go that way, you could do it the other way. So you can go from Bridgetown in Barbados, fly there. Apparently, this includes a flight. Apparently, once you check in your luggage, it arrives in your cabin, or by magic. That's Bridgetown, Barbados. This is 15 nights. Fort de France, Martinique, Bastia in St. Kitts and St. Nevis, St. Martin. 6 days at sea. Tenerife, couple of days at sea, La Coruña in Spain, a day at sea, and back to Port of Southampton. That's from £1,200 for an inside, or £1,500 for a non-obstructed balcony. I think someone mentioned they were going on Arvia in Christmas, and they must be going on this cruise here. It's the Christmas Caribbean cruise, and that departs Bridgetown in Barbados, day at sea, Fort de France, Martinique, Bastia in St. Kitts, day at sea, St. Martin, Christmas Day at sea, Antigua overnight, Dominica, Castilla, St. Lucia, Grenada, New Year's Eve at sea. Oh, you might wonder if they get some fireworks. There we go, you can see the UKDC line there. She's busy surveying the docks. You can just see the orange coral methane there. She's going to be bunkering the Explorer 3 when she's in port tomorrow. First time for the Explorer 3. Hoping we'll have a water salute. Can't guarantee that, unfortunately. One of the red funnel ferries coming in. Give you a size comparison between Arvia and one of the red funnel ferries. Arvia, one of the bigger vessels that we have here in port. Oh, come on, camera, behave yourself. You can see quite a lot of shipmates up on the top deck. Somebody is honking. Who is that? That might be Liberty, I think. I'll put the outside microphone on. It's quite faint. The wind is coming from the southwest, so if it was Liberty, it's going to be quite faint. It's going to blow the sound away. I don't know, the sound might be Arvia, actually. A bit more an Arvia tone to it than Liberty. Could just about see the Queen Anne in the distance there. Visibility is not ideal, it's a little bit hazy out there. I'll turn the outside microphone off. I was listening to it the other day, and some crow came along and squawked right in it. Made me jump. Shipmate Barry Finch, ahoy there shipmate. He's got a 35-night Caribbean round trip from Southampton in January 2028 on Britannia. Booked and can't wait. Wow, that's going for, isn't it? 35 nights.
Arvia, we just happened to get an overseas passenger 6577 for 1696. Is that right?
Oh, I think that's the sounded like the crew and passenger figures on Arvia. It sounded like 6577, I think, but I'm not. Unfortunately, Ray's a bit quiet today. I didn't hear the crew figure. With any luck, Karis will give it a rewind on the AI, on the VTS Oh, look at that. Got a red funnel ferry chasing. Which one's that? That is the Red Eagle on the outside. Red Eagle currently at 13.3 knots. Now, that's flat out for the red funnel ferries. Done with their normal operating speeds, about 12.5 knots. 10 knots, so giving the red funnel a chance to get ahead, get to the Isle of Wight quickly. Oh, excellent span of Keris as she's been on the radio. So, yeah, 6,577 passengers on Arvia, according to my information.
UKDC line, the Liberty of the Seas. Good evening.
That is over 300 more than maximum.
Liberty of the Seas,
maximum occupancy.
up there, pilot. I'll just do this run, head straight across to 3940 berth and keep well out clear of you.
All understood, thanks very much.
I don't know what I sound like he was listening to some very old music. And so, what were the crew numbers there on? Where is it? 1696. Oh, yeah, she's sort of 60 or so crew down. Now we've got the Liberty of the Seas knocking on our door, knocking on the cabin door. Liberty of the Seas. Now, I don't think we've had any numbers for her, or have we? I can't remember. No, I think we have actually, haven't we? We've had Liberty's numbers. Yes, she was slightly over as well. Liberty of the Seas, she is off on an 8-day round trip to Norway, calling in at Zeebrugge or Bruges in Belgium, then Olden in Norway, Skolden in Norway, Haugesund in Norway, and then back to the port of Southampton. Wonder if we have any flags on board of Liberty. There she is in the right-hand corner. Oh, it looks like it's brightened up a bit. When I came back into port earlier, really doom and gloom now there. Really dark clouds. Felt like it was going to rain any moment. Not that we've seen rain for a long time. Certainly could do with a drop or two. Plenty of shipmates there on the bow. That's a great location. I find it very disappointing that ships don't allow you to go to the bow. Not many cruise ships allow you to get right up on the bow. I should compile a list of ships that allow you to get to the pointy end. So I think Liberty of the Seas she was slightly over maximum occupancy. If you fancy a cruise on Liberty of the Seas, how about this one? Spain and France cruise, and that is for October this year. Cherbourg in France, date sea La Coruna in Spain, Bilbao in Spain, Le Havre.
Solent VTS, the Liberty of the Seas, approaching pier, boy outbound.
I wonder what the Bay of Biscay will be like at that time of year.
Liberty on the Seas, good afternoon, receive, thank you.
Thank you.
I wonder, it might be a bit choppy. Might have a bit of a bumpy ride crossing the Bay of Biscay in October. There we go. There's all the shipmates there up on the front. Sometimes we see the hatch going up as we head down Southampton Water. So Liberty of the Seas, just passing by Mayflower Park here. Meanwhile, the Arvia is heading down Southampton Water, and the Queen Anne is already past. She's past the forts and heading out to past the Isle of Wight. Let me just check. Queen Anne, oh no, she's just about to pass. She's heading towards Ryde. Can we see any flags? I'm not seeing any flags today on Liberty. Seeing quite a lot of shipmates on balconies. I do like the wider view here. Sometimes you get gives you a real appreciation for the size of the vessels when you see them drifting past the ferry terminal here.
Apollo BTS receive, thank you.
What else has Paul sent over from Solent Ships Voyages for Liberty of the Sea? This one on Liberty of the Seas for October this year. It shall be newly amplified. That's the kind of Royal Caribbean's terminology for having a refit. Apparently that amplified. Spain, Portugal and transatlantic. Ooh, transatlantic. There's Liberty of the Seas. Yeah, she's headed off to Galveston, Texas. That's right. We won't see her again. This will be the last time we'll see Liberty in port. Wow. All other categories are full. Only the inside's available at 694 for 15 nights on board. It's parts of the port of Southampton, causing at Lisbon at Portugal, Day at Sea, Funchal, Madeira. And then 9 days at sea, eventually arrives at Galveston in Texas. And she'll be newly amplified for the Galveston cruise market. I know our shipmate Shepherd Book doesn't have too many complimentary things to say about Galveston.
Red Osprey BTS outbound traffic, Arvia passing Lake Lake, clear channel. Liberty of the Seas passing Spearhead, clear channel.
I'm not sure what the amplification involves. Apparently.
BTS, Red Jet, 6, shortly away from Town Quay, and copy your last.
Saturday Night Fever for the musical, water slides, water park.
Red 6, BTS received, thank you, sir.
Surf simulator, ice skating shows, outdoor movies. Oh, outdoor movies. Ah, is there no screen at the moment on Liberty of the Seas? Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen the screen. I don't know. Well, the shipmate Laura Bennett says we have a flag for tomorrow on the Disney. Please look out for it. Oh, excellent, shipmate. Shipmate Laura Bennett, where exactly will you be on board? Will you be flying it from your balcony? Or are you flying it from elsewhere? Look, where is Disney Dream tomorrow? Disney Dream is at 102 berth. So ideally you'll have a port side cabin. If you have a starboard side cabin, we may well see it. Depends where she swings. She has been swinging in the middle swing ground, but she might go to the upper swing ground. Just see a bit of the sun creeping out, but beautifully calm water out there today. I realise I've got the camera pointing. Oh, what am I doing? Pointing the cameras in the wrong places. There we go. It's going. Shipmate Shepherd Book. He's got more complimentary things to say about Galveston than he does Fort Lauderdale. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair point. 85 days to, I guess you're off on a cruise in Fort Lauderdale. What ship you'll be going on? Parisian Gateway cruise on Freedom of the Seas in September. It's a day at sea, calls in at Le Havre, and then comes back. 3 nights on board from 432 per person for an interior, 576 for a balcony. How is the weather doing? 22.9, 23 centigrade. It's cooled off a bit. Wind's picked up a tad. 75% humidity, and the breeze has picked up as well, coming from west-southwest. Shipmate Babs says, I've done the Bay of Biscay a few times in October on board Arvia. It's been smooth both times. Hope it's the same this year. Yeah, I think it's frequently smooth. I don't think it's very often rough, but I have heard of people having a bit of a roly-poly time when a storm comes in. In fact, I think sometimes these ships actually divert, don't they? They actually don't go to the ports. You don't really want to be throwing your passengers around, do you? It's not the nicest of things. You are obviously there to have a good time. It's not like you're delivering cargo. Oh, shipmate Nicholas Saul says, oh, yes, she is. Could we see the weather map? Oh, you often remind me of the weather map. I totally forget about that. Well, to be honest, there's not much to be seen on the weather map lately, has there? Because it's been excellent weather. Yeah, let's get the weather map up. See what's going on. Let's check windage. Oh, it's very calm. I'll put the little wind map up, and this gives us an idea of wind. I shall pop that up a second when the Liberty of the Seas is passing Dock Head. We've got a bit of a dead zone. Yeah, looks like the sun's just coming out. It's brightening up here. The wind's picking up, brightening up. Shipmate Bruce Smithy, he's not worried. I think he might be travelling Bay Biscuit now. To be honest, I quite like a bit of rocking and rolling on board. I feel like it's a proper cruise once you've had a bit of rough weather somewhere. So the Liberty of the Seas heading off. Not many more times to the port of Southampton before she disappears to Galveston, Texas. This one is a trip to the fjords, calling it Zeebrugge in Belgium, Oldham in Norway, Skolden in Norway, and Haugesund in Norway. Shipmate Liam says, Disney's rather disappointing. I hope when she comes into Portland, Dorset, she does some haulage, as I'm planning to see the departure of Disney Dream. I will hope so, but so far she's been a little lackluster in the horn department. Not as much honking as we would hope. Shipmate Rulexa says Bay of Biscay can be 50-50. Drake's Passage, on the other hand, can be a whole different story. Sounds like someone who's had an unfortunate experience there. Or shipmate Babs, how do I find the Discord? If you go into your YouTube member benefits, there should be a link to it somewhere. I know I sound a bit vague, but I don't actually know how to do it myself. So here is the Liberty of the Seas coming to our screen. After that, I shall go cut across and we can look at the weather. Let's have a look at the weather map, shall we? This map shows wind speeds. So anything in the blue or green area is very gentle. So this is the Bay of Biscay down here between France and Spain. And as you can see, it's a sort of light green colour, which is around about 10 knots, which is nothing at all. So very calm indeed. Looks a bit windier out here in the Atlantic. Little spot there of 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. Looks like a little bit of a depression. And that's about it. Not a lot's going on at the moment. It's very calm weather, but that's the bit where it can get really stormy. The storms come in, the wind picks up, and friends of mine who are sailors referred to it as a bit of a washing machine. For some reason, the waves seem to bounce off of the two countries and cause all sorts of chop and uncomfortableness in the Bay of Biscay there. It looks good at the moment.
Southampton to the Liberty of the Seas. Sebastian Shelf outwards.
Liberty of the Seas, busiest, Rutic, thank you.
Well, Sharon Shepherd says, do you think we'll get a horn from Disney Dream tomorrow? I hope so. Chris at VTS, he's promised to have a word with them and lodge formal complaints from the Solent Ships viewers that we're not getting enough hornage. So with any luck, we might get some more. So I think last time, we don't think we even got one horn. One horn's a bit meek. She's got how many more cruises left? This one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cruises before she then relocates to Galveston in Texas. So not many more opportunities left. So there's this one on Liberty of the Seas in October. That's the Spain and France cruise for 7 nights. Calls in at Cherbourg in France, day at sea, La Coruna in Spain, Bilbao in Spain, day at sea, probably into Le Havre, then back to Port Southampton. That's from 13:03 for an interior, 16:67 for a balcony. This one, I'm amazed, is full for other categories. Only the inside's available. That's quite impressive. Don't know if we'll have a decent sunset this evening. We might do. It's quite hazy. Sometimes that does produce a lot of colours in the sky. So perhaps we will. Well, the shipmate Connie, she said, I've seen that Arvia and Liberty do end-of-season transatlantic. Are there any others? Yes, quite a lot of the ships we have here in port will transatlantic over to the Caribbean for the winter. I can't think of any other off the top of my head. But yes, quite a few of them are based in the Caribbean over the winter. So there are quite a few of these transatlantics, which are rate repositioning cruises, which I think are always really good value, personally. Which ship is this? No, it's not that ship, is it? It's that ship. So I think there's one on Arvia, is there? Yeah, Caribbean Transatlantic. This one's on Arvia for 22 nights. Quite a long one. That's a little more expensive, but there's a lot of stops on that one as well. And I think we've got the other way, eastbound. Yeah, the eastbound is a little more little cheaper, but only 15 nights and not so many stops. I really quite like this one for October. What if I could sneak that into the captain's itinerary? This transatlantic one. And the best bit about this one, well, it includes flights, which I don't know how much a flight is these days to St. John's or back from St. John's, but it'll be a few £100, I would think. So it departs port of Southampton, 3 days at sea, then Tenerife, 6 days at sea, St. Martin, and then Sebastiaria in St. Kitts and St. Nevis, Castilleries in St. Lucia, Bridgetown in Barbados overnight, so you get an overnight stop on a Caribbean island, which is brilliant. And then Martinique, St. Kitts, Tortola, day at sea, St. Martin, and then St. John's. Quite a lot of stops there. Not sure what the weather is like in October. Probably be fairly decent, I would think. Can't quite spring for 22 nights. How about 15 nights? And that's the other way. So going eastbound. So you fly out to Bridgetown in Barbados. Probably better if you... I mean, some people want to go one way and some people go the other way. I think one of the big arguments for going this way is that you'll see a bit of sun in March, which will be good. And also, you can't overfill your luggage. There's the Liberty of the Sea saying down, because it's sort of overcast in the distance, isn't it? Quite grey in the distance, yet where we are here, there's a little bubble of sun's come out. Let's see it over on Itching Can. Yes, it's got blue skies here in port. It's because it's such a marvellous port. The port of Southampton deserves blue skies. But if you are interested in a transatlantic cruise, do contact Paul from Solent Ships Voyages, and he'll certainly be able to track some down. I know he was specifically, I was quite keen on the transatlantic, or not just transatlantic, but repositioning cruises in general, and he found a way of listing them and was showing me lots and lots of them. They look really good. Some of them are very good value for money, so Captain's very tempted. I think quite a bit on this year, though, unfortunately. I'm not sure I can fit one this year, maybe next year. Yeah, there's Liberty heading down Southampton water. Iona's behind, so Arvia is behind Cowshot Spit there, which is looking lovely. We have 2 ships in tomorrow, the Explorer 3 and the Disney Dream. Explorer 3 is a brand new ship, so I'll probably live stream the arrival of the Explorer 3. I was tempted to drone her, but I'm not sure. Don't know, maybe I'll drone her as well. It's actually looking quite quiet out there in the sun. Not a lot of pleasure craft around. I think we've had so much good weather lately. People don't need to rush out when there's some good weather. Of course, you don't have to go transatlantic on Arvia.
Arvia, busiest.
You could go over to the Caribbean for Christmas.
Arvia, busiest. Arvia, VTS, next plan boarding, Randy, Delade 1845 at Charlie.
BTS, the Red Eagle deploy out, just following the Arvia out.
Red Eagle, VTS, receive it there, thank you.
Oh, Red Eagle gave up the chase there then. I thought Red Eagle was in for the win. I think Arvia must have picked up some speed. Let's have a quick look. I thought, yeah, let's have a look. Oh yeah, Red Eagle's 12.5 knots. Arvia now 12.8, so Arvia's got the legs on Red Eagle. Ship Excellent Spanner Hades says busy weekend next weekend. Yes, I think we've got 4 ships. Let's have a look what's happening next weekend. Next weekend we have 2 ships on the Friday, Arcadia and Disney Dream. On the Saturday we have 4 ships, the Celebrity Apex, Iona, Sky Princess and Ventura. And I'm going to set up the number of shipmates departing the Port of Southampton quiz to win some merchandise. I shall set that up for Saturday, and then Sunday we have 2 ships, Liberty of the Seas and Norwegian Star, and then 1 ship on Monday, Disney Dream. Oh, looks like Excellent Spellermonte's been doing some work here. He says Explorers 3 will only be in Southampton twice, one being tomorrow and the 2nd and 9th of September. Well, in that case, I better make sure I get some droning in at some point. I don't think I've droned a ship in a long time. Be out of practice. Shipmate James Dawson. Oh, no, he says he can't live, of course. He can't live stream. He's now got 50 subscribers, but that's right. You have to wait 24 hours. That's right. It's to stop people from spamming things. Shipmate Margaret says that Junction 9 of the A34M3 closed all weekend too. Oh, really? Junction 9 closed? Oh, gosh. Junction 9 is closed. And the A31 for the New Forest is also closed due to the forest fire. I think that might be a week or 2 before it's open. Oh, yes, it's the... we're on the... Excellent Spanner Hades reminds me it's the motorcycle club ride around the Isle of Wight next weekend. Unfortunate thing is, when I've looked at the weather forecast, it looks like rain next Sunday. Or has it changed now? Oh, no, it's changed. It's gone back to sunny. Oh, phew. Sunny's good. Can't do rain, though. My Iron Horse has a problem with rain. It's not compatible. It's not... Well, I want to go out in rain. I'll have to take the Seahorse. You can see the red buoy that's the Arvia is just about to pass now. That's where the old Cowshot light boat used to be, and it's now been replaced by that marker. Cowshot spit just goes out a long way. No, in that case, I'll have to live stream from the motorcycle. Live stream from the Iron Horse. Iron Horse cam. I don't know if I can do that. Might give it a go. See what we can do. Looks like I might get a sneaky bit of 2 ships in one shot here. That's the Arvia at the end and the Liberty of the Seas heading down. Yeah, it has definitely cleared up a bit here in port. That's SP at the front there, the Southampton Patrol. Well, the shipmate Liam says he's going on Arvia in April. The fjords will try and wave something for you. Wave a flag, shipmate. I was looking at, just before I went live, I was looking at getting some flags made. So I shall then put them available for sale on my website. Yeah, it looks like Arvia is just picking up a bit of sun there. What's he just coming through? There we go. See, beautiful bit of sun there on the side of Arvia. Liberty heading down. A few pleasure craft all coming back in. It's been the end of the day. They've probably been out there busy with the rum-based cocktails and barbecuing. Yeah, you can see the two ships there. Occasionally we've been able to get 3 ships in one shot. I don't think we've had 4 ships in one shot. 4 cruise ships. I don't think so. We've certainly had 3 a few times. Actually, probably in the morning's the best time because they all tend to arrive in the morning very much on schedule. Often they can depart later due to peculiar things like passengers not arriving, luggage falling into the water. So it makes their departures a bit erratic, whereas they do tend to arrive more or less on the time they're supposed to. They will come in and convoy up Southampton water. Excellent span at Hades. Oh, he's got a chin mount. Oh, my word. Chin mount for his camera. He's going to film some bits and pieces. Okay, looking forward to that. Hopefully won't catch the captain falling off his iron horse. Well, the shipmate Sharon Shepherd said, I'm off. Thanks for an amazing, awesome stream. See you guys tomorrow. Okay. Glad you enjoyed that one, shipmate. And we shall see you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, the new ship tomorrow, Explorer 3, and the Disney Dream, of course. And hopefully, Chris from VTS has managed to whisper a few subtle words into the pilot's ear. And we'll have extra haulage. We'll see how well that goes.
Split 2, VTS. Split 2, VTS, that's all copy, thank you. The Queen Anne just approaching St Helens, outward bound. I've got the Arvia just passing Bourne Gap outward bound, and she's followed by the Liberty of the Seas.
And that is Chris from VTS, who is going to see what he can do about extra haulage. I've said to him that the shipmates are very upset about the lack of haulage from Disney Dream. I mean, I think last time she departed with absolutely 0 haulage, which should be outlawed. That should be compulsory for lots of honks and hoots as ships depart.
Red Osprey VTS all received, thank you. Liberty in the Seas there, just passing SO outward bound.
Excellent Keris. Oh, she's asked, am I taking questions for VTS? Good question, that shipmate. Yes, I will. Well, the shipmate Guilt Band, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks also for subscribing. Yes, I was talking to Chris the other day. They've got a new person in the office that does the sort of website and bits and pieces or something, and they're very keen to show me round. and it's all been agreed by the people there. So that'll be coming soon. But yes, I will. I'll put out a little question and answer session. Well, the shipmate Hannah Black, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing.
Spartina VTS, good afternoon, Graham.
Afternoon, Chris. Yeah, all this work's completed now at 46 berth. Back into Empress now.
Spartina VTS, that is all copied and very much appreciated. Thanks, man.
Yep, cheers, Chris. Thanks, Ed.
Yes, I'll post a question and answer. So when I do my VTS tour, which I'll know when it is in advance, then you can all ask your questions that you'd like to know about VTS. Shipmate Liam Devils hoping for Disney Dream to give us lots of horns tomorrow. Yep, so am I. It wasn't like the other one we had. I think it was Disney Wish with Captain Wesley Dunlop. That captain knew how to honk a horn. We got every tune played, and I think every tune played twice. Absolutely fantastic. Definitely a bigger crowd in Mayflower Park for when she departed. I don't think there's a big crowd for Disney Dream. There's no honking. The children need something. They need something to elevate their mood with some good honks from tunes they might know. Shipmate Hans Olaf Morks asking what happened with the cruise ship Seabourn Ovation about 2 weeks ago. Why did she stop in front of the camera? I think that's because she was docked in Cowes, if I remember right, with Seabourn Ovation. That part of their cruise is... occasionally we do get cruise ships docking right outside of Cowes here in the Cowes Triangle. Just about saw the Liberty of the Seas there in the background. So it's almost a 2 cruise ship shot here. Arvia rather covering up Liberty at the moment. Right, excellent Bellamonte. What's he saying? Yeah, he had a GoPro with a chest mount. Oh, and he's doing things for the Henry Railway. Also had a second GoPro with a suction cup, so I could do the driver's viewpoint from the cab with the camera on the screen. Oh, fantastic. That sounds good. Well, the shipmate Donna Lickshalas. She's good at everyone. She's off to the galley. Yeah, it's looking bright and sunny down at Cowes now. Arvia is looking very...
Good evening, Grant.
Very white and polished.
Good evening, Steve.
You should be at home, mate.
I think that's the...
Southampton VTS, motor vessel OCL Veracruz, 5 Lima, November, Golf 2.
OCL Veracruz VTS, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Once again, I would like to let you know that we have completed lifeboat drill. Thank you very much. Everything is fine.
OCL Veracruz VTS, that is all copied, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you.
Copy that, thank you.
Solent Ships, the Liberty of the Seas, we're at the hook, Van Thorn Channel to the east.
Liberty of the Seas VTS, that is all copied. Thank you.
Disappointingly heading to the east. We need a ship to head to the west, around the Isle of Wight to the west. That was really exciting when Celebrity Apex did that a few years ago. So Arvia, she's heading off to Spain, calling it La Coruna in Spain, Malaga in Spain, Alicante in Spain, Marseille for the French Riviera, Barcelona in Spain, then Cadiz in Spain, and she's absolutely jam-packed with lots and lots of passengers on board. I don't remember exactly the number now. I think it was 6,550 or something.
Roger, 6 BTS, good afternoon to you, Lorna. That's all copy, thank you. You got the Arvia there, just on the West Bramble turn, out to the east. Liberty of the Seas at the Hook outward bound.
As far as I can tell, she's considerably over maximum occupancy. She's followed by the Liberty of the Seas, which we will see shortly. Shipmate Gartner says, wonders what qualifications or certificates you need for a VTS job. That's a good question, Shipmate.
Yes, Red Falcon, all clear to gas, please.
That's one I shall put to
Red
VTS
Falcon
when I visit them.
That's all copy then, kid. Proceed with caution for the UKDC line still working there. The Liberty of the Seas just past the Hook outbound clear channel.
That's all received, thank you.
A lovely transition there over to Liberty of the Seas. Again, she's just found that little spot of sunshine there. It's looking really good, isn't it? You got the, I don't particularly like the grey sky and the grey water, but
Apollonia VTS.
It does highlight the bright white ship really well.
Box Apollonia VTS, that's all copied, sir. Thank you. From the south, the Grand Air Lard, 7 nautical miles to the south, inward bound. And outbound traffic, the cruise ship Queen Anne. She's just past St Helens, outward bound.
Looks like we might have a certain red funnel getting in the way here. Red Eagle merrily on her way into Cows. There we go. We like the ferries, but they do sometimes get in the way a little. The last cruise from Southampton on the Liberty of the Seas will be 16th of October when she heads over to Galveston in Texas. And that's a 15-night, one-way transatlantic repositioning cruise. Apparently all other categories are sold out, but the inside is available from $694 per person. There she is. You can just see Liberty starting to make her turn around Cowshot Spit. Oh, I'm doing quite well. You can tell it's cooler. My jug of icy water is nearing the end, and it's only actually it's dropped temperature in my cabin. It's now gone back down to 28.3. Well, it's quite comfortable, unlike previous broadcasts where it shoots up to 30, 31, 32. That's just very uncomfortable. Well, Shipmate Martin says, how come Arvia is over maximum capacity? It's a little difficult to get absolute numbers, I found. So most of them just seem to be a rough guide. And I'm guessing it might depend on if they're children or adults. So you have a maximum sort of double occupancy, where every cabin has 2 people in it, and then of course there's a maximum occupancy, which will be controlled by regulations, the SOLAS regulations, and the lifeboats on board, and all that sort of thing. But they don't really sort of publish those figures very easily. So there's a rough estimate, I think, where people have estimated what they could be, and so it's always good in my mind that if it's over maximum occupancy, that means it's very full. I think that's how I look at it. There she is, doing a turn around Cowshot Spit. Oops, on camera. Oh yeah, there's that excellent spanner. Keris said yesterday. So if there's, I know on Arvia, Paul was showing me some pictures which I'd never seen before of the cabins, and there was one cabin where you've obviously got the bed itself, so double or twin bed. Then the sofa beds. There was 2 sofa beds that converted into 2 single beds, and then on top of that was a bed that came out of the ceiling. So you could actually get 5 people in one cabin. Looks like we might get another 2 ships in one shot. 2 ships in one shot. Yeah, that's right. 2 ships in one shot. Good job of not putting out the rum-based cocktails. Bit of a mouthful. Yeah. Liberty of the Seas looking very flat as she corners there. You can see the visibility is not ideal today. So there's the Liberty of the Seas, the other side of Cowshot Spit, and on the right hand side is the Arvia, but it's looking quite dim, isn't she? It's the problem with the slight haziness we have in the air at the moment. Yeah, not a great deal of pleasure craft out in the Solent at the moment. Shipmate Martin Numbers asking, what's the typical occupancy of November Canaries cruises? Doing it in late November. We can see the ships going the other way. 2 ships passing by at night. Good question, that, shipmate. Off the top of my head, I don't remember, but I'd seem to remember that they are less, probably somewhere around the sort of 75 to 80% occupancy at that time of year. Probably what you could do is you go back and check one of my old live streams from November and see what the numbers were. But I am surprised because even this cruise in October on Liberty of the Seas, where she's repositioning, it looks like the categories are full, apart from the inside. I don't know how many of those are left. So again, that could actually be quite a full ship. Normally, repositioning cruises are much quieter. They're not as full. Maybe people are catching on to the bargain than they are. Well, shipmate Nicholas Sorge, it's time to start dinner. Thank you, Captain, Blue Spanners, and shipmates. Enjoy your time in the galley, shipmate. Well, shipmates, it is probably time for the captain to head to the galley as well. Hope you have enjoyed this broadcast. We'll be back again tomorrow for Europa 3 and Disney Dream. A brand new ship, Europa 3. First time in port. I believe it's her... I don't know if it's her first cruise. I'll have to check into that. I think this might be... She might just be coming here, and then this will be her first cruise from here. Don't know. Have to check into that. See if it is her first cruise or not. Wait, Europa 3. I could check it now. Why don't I do that? I have the technology. Why don't I do it? Why don't I use it? I can't seem to find it. Oh well. I think it might be its first cruise from here. Anyway, Paul, Southampton Ships Voyages will let me know. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. Hope you enjoyed this one, shipmates. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. And if you are a Patreon, a member of the channel, or a PayPal donor, many thanks for your continued support. And of course, many thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for looking after this chat in this live stream, all the live streams, and taking down the numbers when our captain misses them and helping me out all sorts of way. Couldn't do it without the Spanners. Marvellous crew. Till next time, shipmates.
VHS, Red Jet 6, approaching Northwest Netley, permission to carry on as speed, please.
Red Jet 6 VTS all copied and cleared to proceed, Lorna. UKDC line just working there, just north of Dockhead.
Thanks, Grace.
ETS, Red Osprey, Northwest Net Lane, permission to continue with speed lead caution, please.
Red Osprey VTS all copied and cleared to proceed with caution for the UKDC line. Thank you.
Thank you.
Queen Anne VTS, good afternoon. Queen Anne VTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. Just the Grandier Lard there, inward bound for Southampton pilot, boarding west of the tower. No other reported inbound traffic south of the Grandier Lard. Have a good watch and a safe passage, and we'll speak to you in a couple of weeks.